Hey, Jeffco! Dale Munholland here, your friendly neighborhood American history teacher and JCA Vice President. And as we're heading into the silly season of American politics, the election season, I have some tips and hints for you to make this upcoming election season a little less stressful and a little less dramatic for you. So, with no further ado, the election, school, and you. So let's talk about things that you should not do in the classroom. Here are some do nots. Do not wear campaign buttons or shirts in the classroom. Just don't do it. The classroom is not a place for political espousing and political grandstanding. This is not the place. Do not wear campaign buttons or shirts for anybody or any issue. Just don't do it. Do not advocate for a candidate or political positions in the class. Remember, our job is to educate, not indoctrinate. That's not our job. Do not advocate or campaign or come out in favor of any particular candidate or any particular political position. Just don't do it. Please don't do it. Do not use school resources for campaigning. Don't use the copy machine to make campaign flyers. Don't put campaign flyers in mailboxes at school. Do not send political campaign information or any type of political propaganda, for that matter, through school email. And don't even use school account. Don't even use school computers. Just don't do it. If it's political, if it has to do with advocating for one candidate or another, just don't do it if it involves anything at all on school grounds. Now, let's talk about what we can do. You should encourage your students and families to vote. That's perfectly okay. If you teach high school and your students are of voting age, certainly encourage them to vote. I'm going to have my seniors register to vote here in the next couple of days. They're going to register so they can vote in the upcoming election. I'm not going to advocate or encourage them to vote one way or the other, but you can certainly do this. This is important, and all people of all political stripes should do this. Absolutely. You can have political bumper stickers and signs on your car in the school parking lot. That's your personal car, and it's not coming into the school. It is on school grounds, but you can still have your campaign signs and political bumper stickers on the car. That's perfectly fine. You can certainly teach about candidates and issues in class, as long as it's fair and balanced, like the real fair and balanced way, not the way that a news station says they're fair and balanced. Make sure that you present everything fair and balanced, straight down the middle, and you can teach about these candidates and these issues, particularly if you have high school students, seniors and juniors. They're pretty interested in what's going on. And a lot of them are curious, and they have questions. So you can teach, certainly, about campaigns and candidates and the issues and things that are on the ballot. Certainly you can do that. In a couple of weeks, I'm going to have my students fill out a mock ballot. I'm getting a sample ballot from Jefferson County, and we're going to go over all of the issues and talk about what's on the ballot. And then I'm going to have them fill out a ballot like they were actually voting. We're not turning the ballot in, so don't be getting all weird and crazy that we're stuffing the ballot. We're not doing that. But you can certainly teach it, but you have to teach both sides. You have to teach it fair and down the middle. And now, here's some other things just to keep in mind to keep your sanity, help you keep your sanity as we progress through the silly season of American politics. First off, please be very careful on social media. Please be careful on social media. Remember, anything that ends up on the internet is forever. There is not any degree of privacy on the internet or anonymity. If you post something on social media, assume it's going to be seen by people who agree and disagree with you. You can certainly state your opinion, but please be very careful about what you say and how you say it. Remember, how you say something is more important than what you say. Be very, very careful, very, very cognizant of this. Also, maintain your composure after the election. If the election turns out the way that you want it to turn out, do not come into the classroom with flags waving and high-stepping and high-fiving and doing backflips in the classroom because your candidate or your issue won. Don't do it! Don't do it! If the election turns out in a manner that you don't want, don't come in and be angry and vindictive and upset and take it out on the students in your classroom. They had nothing to do with the election. They're just there to learn. They're just there to get an education. So please maintain your composure after the election. Remember, please remember, there are a lot of people watching what we do. There are a lot of people that pay attention to what goes on in our classrooms. And they're waiting for any opportunity to jump and show that the schools are doing exactly what they've always suspected them of doing. We don't do that. Don't give them the opportunity to believe that we do that. Watch what you do on social media. Maintain your composure. And please keep politics out of the classroom and during the school day. And then you can have a less stressful political season. Take care, Jeffco.